Welcome back. Well, we now have 2 out of the 4 portals from the pod ages, and one of the 2 we got, the one we just got actually, is Peripherin, which is the key to solving this puzzle. Well, really, the key to solving this puzzle is patience and perseverance. You just need to visit the pod ages really often. You need to be lucky at some point that you see the portal in Peripherin, and preferably you should see it more than once. If you've seen it more than once, then you'll notice that it always happens when the sun is shining through those holes precisely so that it hits the symbols. And that tells you basically that it always happens at the exact same time of day. If you observe this a couple of times, you'll be able to tell that the length of a day. Oh, sorry. You'll be able to tell that the length of a day on the pod age, planet age thing, whatever, is about 15 hours. It's actually 14 hours and 43 minutes. So the portal in Peripherin opens every 14 hours and 43 minutes. And if you've observed any of the portals in the other ages by this point, you will notice that they too open once every day at the exact same time of day. They don't all open at the same time. You might think so, but that's actually not the case.
Well, they open once every day of the pod age planet.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So they open once every day of the day length of the pod age. So once every 14 hours, 43 minutes. The one in Peripherin actually, if you take the time to look when the sun rises in Peripherin, you'll be able to tell that it appears about 1 hour and 43 minutes after sunrise. But now the question is, how can you tell when the pods in the other ages appear? Well, we have this map, and it tells us where all of the pods are. You can see here we have a drawing of the pod, and so the red dots are the pods. And this is Peripherin. And the other one we've done so far is actually Tetsanot, which is over here. And Negilon is this one, I think, on the left. And the one pod we haven't visited yet so far is Dereno, which is all the way up north here. Number 25, using the special symbol for 25 rather than the regular dunny number. And you can tell that they are not exactly at the same place on the planet, and not exactly at the same, what is that, longitude or latitude? I always get the two confused.
So do I. So,
They're actually not the same of either of them, but anyway. Okay, we're getting off track here. What you can tell on this map is that there are these red lines, and these actually indicate time zones. Now, this is not a map of the entire planet, so although there is only 5 red lines on this map, there are more than 5 time zones, and you can tell because they're numbered. They're numbered 13, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we can tell that there are actually 13 time zones. And from that, we can tell that a time zone is 1 hour and 13 minutes approximately long, which actually corresponds to 1 partavo in the Dunny time system. So I'm guessing that's how they came up with that. And, well, you may guess where I'm going with this. The portals open at the exact same local time for each of the pods. So what you need to do is calculate the time offset between the pods using the length of the time zones we just calculated here, and then you'll once you know one of them, you can calculate when the others will appear. And that is basically the key to the pod 8 puzzle. As soon as you've noticed one of them appearing and that you noticed that it's the same time of day, which you can really only do on Peripherin because you have that clue of the sun being in the same position every time the portal opens, then you'll be able to tell how to solve this puzzle.
It's also good to go back, to keep going back to the pod ages because you see different things at different times. You
Yeah,
see, you have the chance of seeing those animals, and in those, and apparently the animals only appear 2 or 3 times a day. They don't have a chart anywhere on the website saying when they appear, so you just have to keep going back
okay.
if you want to.
I actually think that it was sort of deliberately done that there's these animals that appear sporadically to give you a reason to go back to the pod
Yeah.
ages often, so you'll be able to notice these things. Because if there's nothing to do there, you go there once and never come back, you'll never notice that there's portals or anything happening.
Mm.
You'll never figure the puzzle out. Okay, well, let's visit our final pod age to finish our tour of the pod ages. We're not going to do the other two portals right now because you can actually tell by the map. Okay, that was not well planned. I walked away from the map. You can tell from the map that both Dereno and Negilan are actually before Payiferin. So we just missed them by doing Payiferin. And Tatsunot is last in the sequence. Considerable amount of time behind the others, actually. Okay, let's share this book. We might go back to the pod ages at some point to pick up the final portals if we happen to be recording when they show up. But you've seen the portals and you've seen the wedges, and now you know how the puzzle works, so there's not really any reason for us to go out of our way.
And we did go out of our way today, I should point out. We made a special trip to the pod ages so we could catch this. It's not a day we usually film.
Yeah, because we checked the calendar, and unfortunately there was no portal appearing at our usual recording time, or at least the Peyifern portal would not appear at our usual recording time for quite some time.
Yes, and we have to coordinate time zones and longitudes and latitudes as well.
Yeah, in the real world.
In the real world, which is what makes it so interesting. Well, it makes it more real anyway.
Ooh, we appear to be underwater in the lowest level here, and we actually also appear to be below the ice. Yes, this is the Arctic pod age, and at least here there's always animals to see. These look like manta rays or something. And various other fish. And of course we can turn on various sounds. That sounds, I don't know, sort of dolphin-like.
Can you hear it?
It's very faint.
You know what I can hear outside the window is the creaking of the ice. Oh, that's a nice one. That's very whale-like.
Yeah, I can also hear the ice now. It's a nice attention to detail, of course.
Don't know what that sound is.
No. Okay, let's do the last one.
That sounds kind of bird-like.
Yeah, so this might actually not be a sea animal, but one of the things you see above the ice on the higher levels. Of course, we'll take a look there, but we'll have to do that in the next video.